Before we get to the panel, I'm going to call up to the stage Jeff Curley, who at iCivics has helped develop the 20 educational games that iCivics has made, and will give a quick overview of what they've done. So Jeff, please join me.
If you think about the structure of a game and the mechanic of a game, it's much like the system of government that we have. You have a set of hopefully motivating goals. You have an identity that you assume. The games allow students to really be goal-oriented and inquiry-based and explore from within. And they also have the added benefit of providing immediate feedback and hopefully personalizing around the learning and aptitude of the student. We pulled the number of minutes last school year that students had played, and it was 5.9 million minutes of gameplay. So it's about 52 years worth of collective time that students spent learning civics through our games in one school year alone.
As you think about what the panelists are talking about today, think about just how much tremendous mind share games have accumulated in our society right now. Our game makers have really, in some ways, mastered more than any other discipline the art of capturing attention, the mind-boggling amounts of attention, the 52 years of human attention that Jeff just described. That is rippling out all through our society. There is nothing quite as addictive as a great game.
We realized that it's not just that games are good for learning, but in fact that games are interesting assessment tools. And so my strategy has been particularly around that. We tried not to fund single point solutions, but think about how do we catalyze the market. And so we do challenges. So we throw out big challenges, and other foundations and groups do that. But the things that we ask for is this issue of application. Are you asking kids to apply algebra to solve an engineering problem, a domain-based problem? Can they actually do that, and can they show evidence? Can we assess complex skills, engagement, immediate feedback? Again, the issue of trial and error and getting immediate feedback, and data analytics, very granular, unlike any other technology available in which that humans interact with. Games can do that. Dragon Box, this is a game for the iPad, which is very linear and beautiful. We've pulled it, and we've taken the Swedish-French team and brought them to the US, and we're running statewide competitions, and children beginning in the age in kindergarten are learning algebra in an hour and a half. So they are not just learning algebra, but solving linear equations in an hour and a half.
I have come out to believe that we have a once-in-a-generation opportunity to actually transform how learning happens. And I'll deconstruct that just a little bit. But a game-infused framework, a game-infused system that can create a highly engaging spine where kids can take on identities, fail safely, go on personalized trajectories, but with many modalities building it out. Best of practice modalities that can be adapted, extended locally by teachers, by schools, I believe is where things are going. It's not going to be a single algorithm that solves education. It's not going to be an app store.
Textbooks are going away, finally, truly. And in fact, it is about technology-infused learning. And the vision is really that we need a whole system, that we need a fully instrumented digital platform that is fundamental to that is engaging content. And that's one of my three keywords. One is engaging, the other is measurement, and the last is results. And that's the reason why I think games are such an incredibly powerful place for us to look for investments. Investments of our time, investments of our kids' time, investments in the financial world as well. There's been a little bit of talk about the 4 C's, the creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. They're not 21st century skills. They're first century skills, but they need 21st century media to do them. We're really talking about deeper learning. It's really what teachers have always talked about, because there are hundreds of millions of dollars waiting to be deployed in education. People are eager to get involved in this. And what we need as a public media community is to show them why that makes sense, and in fact, how it makes a few dollars. It doesn't have to make all the money that a regular investment makes. It just needs to make money. And I think that's the fundamental mind shift that will empower the entire private investment community to back it.